Welcome back to Piggy's Picks. This is Piggy. I appreciate y'all checking me out once again. Today we're just going to be doing a little mini dive into the Snyder Cut, Zack Snyder's Justice League. The reviews are already out. It's cleaning up on Rotten Tomatoes like no tomorrow. Everyone and their sister has written like an expose about it. So I'm just going to give my opinion, and you can jump out in the comments. Please remember to hit like, comment, subscribe, and share. Also, don't forget about our competition where we're going to be giving away this guy right here, or these guys right here at 500 subscribers. All you have to do is like, comment, subscribe. So let's jump into it. Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'm not going to give a synopsis of the movie. You've either seen it by now, which if you're on Earth, unless you're in some countries where they don't get like HBO Go, then you've already seen or have viewed this movie. If not, you're probably planning to view it and you don't want spoilers. So instead, I'll just tell you my thoughts about a few things and my overall take on it. In my opinion, I think, man, Zack and Debbie Snyder are geniuses, man. They are geniuses. They took what we got in 2017 with Joss Whedon, and a lot of people were saying this movie didn't exist. A lot of people were saying it's going to be the same movie with a few scenes thrown back in there. I think this was a completely different movie. Even the scenes that we remember from the first movie were completely different. But again, I'll just say they are geniuses. I think it's a masterpiece. I think they knocked it out the park. Now, there are some people that are going to hate it, but there are people that are going to hate it regardless. There are people that hate the Snyders, people that hate DC, but I love this movie. Anytime I can sit still for 4 hours and not move, I really enjoyed the movie. I mean, I didn't want it to end. I was getting sad as it was coming to an end. It's what the fans wanted, is what everyone had been waiting for. In my opinion, it did not disappoint at all. I mean, it was amazing. Were there some things that I would have liked to saw in the movie? Yes, but then hopefully, just like we had released the Snyder Cut, we'll get the Restore the Snyderverse, and AT&T will go around like Warner Brothers and Walter Hamada and kind of get the approval that they need to greenlight Zack to do some more projects. Hey, even if they didn't do it for the fans and they just did it to drive everyone over to HBO Max. Sorry, I should have said that. I think I said HBO Go earlier. I don't care why they do it as long as they do it. The overall plot was better from beginning to end. 15 minutes into that movie, I already knew that it was a greater movie than the 2017 version. Like, I don't even want to remember that version existed. And that's no hate on Joss Whedon. But this movie, this is what needs to be canon. I know like a little bit after Wonder Woman 84 came out, they announced that there will be follow-up movies. Hopefully we get something going with the success of Zack Snyder's Justice League. It was absolutely amazing. Without giving too much away, I'll just say the characters. You got to see some things that they cut out of the original story, like all of Cyborg's backstory. When Zack Snyder said that Cyborg was like the heart of this movie, he meant that he was literally like the heart of the movie. His story was very compelling. They really flushed out his character. It could have been a movie within itself. He deserves a movie, Ray Fisher. And I won't go too much into the plot, but you really got to see some backstory, and you got to care about this character and feel about these characters, and not they were just showing up out of nowhere. Same with the Flash, man. In the first movie, in the 2017 version, he was really obnoxious. In this version, I actually found myself cracking up at him. And you got his backstory, the scene with Iris West. I mean, it was amazing. I think she signed on to be in the Flash movie as well, the young lady that portrayed her. But Ezra Miller killed it. He like knocked it out the park. I know there are a lot of people that can't stand him, and they just like the CW version of the Flash and that actor. But hey, it's a multiverse. They were together on there, so. But hey, that's a different story. But they really flushed out the characters. Even the scene with Diana, like when it's the bomb scene and she has to rescue the people that was in like the original movie. It's in this movie, but it was completely different. I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing. You got more Aquaman. The Superman story made sense. We got the black suit, which explains why like a lot of the posters we were seeing were in black and white. Man, Queen Hippolyta, man, she Wonder Woman's mom. She was like, that may be my favorite part of the movie when she was kind of going up against her and the Amazonians on Themyscira. It was crazy. That scene alone, it was just like absolutely amazing. I'm trying to think, because I don't want to give away too much. I'm just telling you the characters were really flushed out. Martian Manhunter, I mean, what a payoff for the fans that have been kind of following Zack Snyder's creation from Man of Steel up in, Batman versus Superman. A lot of us knew it was Martian Manhunter. We got him. So hopefully, if it continues to get the success, maybe break a few records, AT&T will restore the Snyderverse. And then maybe in a part 2, we can get Hal Jordan. Because I know he wanted Jon Stewart for this movie. So, but I know it would probably make sense to introduce him with Hal Jordan. And Ryan Reynolds, who we thought we'd never see in the Green Lantern suit again. He's been tweeting like crazy at Zack Snyder in support of this movie. I mean, I know he's over at Marvel as Deadpool, but who says you can't do both? There are actors that are kind of in both worlds, or I'll say universes, infinite Earths. But yeah, the movie was amazing. I can't say enough about it. I'll say this: I have sometimes a problem showing emotion, and it made me tear up almost on a few of those scenes. So it's amazing. Even if you're not a fan of the superhero genre, I think this is a movie that everyone should see. Like, it's a culture change. A lot of people didn't like the slow motion. I loved it. I thought it was amazing, but I do recognize that may be a problem for some. A lot of people thought that Superman should have had a much longer role or bigger part, but let's save something for hopefully a 2 and 3, and maybe we'll get him in Shazam. But I think he showed up at just the right time, because if he would have been there from the beginning, it would have been too easy. A lot of people wish that Darkseid would have been a little more powerful when he was fighting, when they told of when, he fought the gods of old, or he fought Themyscirans and Atlanteans when they were on foot, and and man, the humans or whatever, and lanterns came down and all of this. Remember, he hadn't became Darkseid yet. He was not a god at that time. He was still Euxis. So none of those are real complaints for me. I have 2 complaints though. I don't like the way Zack Snyder shot the whole thing in that like 4:3 IMAX ratio. Because, I guess it's great if you're going to see it in the theater or at IMAX. But, you want it kind of like a full screen at home. And when you're trying to adjust your TV to kind of get the black parts to go away because you don't want to watch it in a box, you're stretching it so you can be missing important things in the background. So some of you may have saw a few things here and there that I didn't even see. So now I got to watch it again. So that's one con. And the other con is I wish that there would have been a race between Superman and Flash. That would have been the ultimate nod to the fans. But hey, again, we're hoping that they restore the Snyderverse, so maybe they can do that in a part 2 or part 3. But yeah, so just please check it out. Make sure we're getting as many clicks on on HBO Max as we can for that movie. So, you know, HBO Max and more importantly AT&T can see, hey, even if Warner Brothers or Walter Amada don't want to greenlight this, AT&T can, because they're you know, for profit and they want HBO Max to be successful. And you know, opening weekend used to be about like maybe the box office tickets, and now it's more so about the clicks, the downloads, the shares, or whatever. So definitely make sure, I mean, throw it on repeat or whatever you got to do, or check it out again like me and see if you missed something the first time. The fans tweeted out in support of this movie. You know, Zack Snyder had to leave it the first time because of what happened with his daughter. Prayers be with them. And, you know, they gave it to Joss Whedon to take over, and he gutted the movie and made a completely different movie. And, you know, what works for Marvel doesn't always work for DC. So we were glad that Zack Snyder did it for the fans, man. And speaking of that, even Marvel, like the Russo brothers, they were like tweeting out, good job, Zack Snyder. So hopefully this will kind of like open the door for directors to have control of their creations without big studio execs and heads and suits stepping in and kind of, you know, statistically changing things or having focus groups. Just let the director kind of go carte blanche at it and see what you get, because in my opinion, this was a masterpiece. So, I mean, I'm going to wrap it up right there, but, you know, I really hope we get a part 2 and part 3. It will be amazing. Ray Fisher, man, Ezra Miller, all of them, they killed the movie. They did a great job. Every last one of them, everyone in the movie. Definitely check it out. But hey, if you disagree with me, respectfully, leave your comment below. But tell me why you dislike it, other than is Zack Snyder or I don't like DC. Or like a lot of Ezra Miller hate, because he actually did a great job in this movie. So again, if you agree, drop a comment. You disagree, drop a comment. And thanks a lot for dropping back in. Appreciate you.